Right, and what are you up to today, eh? Oh, you know, still dancing on here. Hey, you're a good boy, ain't you, huh? I better get on, I suppose. Welcome to Blickling. This is my home county. Blickling by OldBor, excellent map. I highly recommend it. And that isn't just because it's my home county this is based on. Right, we're off to do a bit of mowing today. And ignore the farming tablet stuff coming up. I've got all that on there, but I never use it. A bit silly, really. And I'm going to have to come out of cab to see. Yeah, we're clear. Let's get back in the cab. Oh, get back in the cab. And face forward. That's it. We're away. Right, 3 or 4 medals are mown. As soon as I get the money, I will be buying the 8, I think it is. And I will most probably turn that one to grass. Well, one of the fields we got will be turned to grass, so I don't have the medals to worry about. As you know, I'm just go up a gear. As you know, I'm doing this solo now. Since Pat left to pursue her own life, which is fair enough. And you see the rape is looking quite good and getting ready. I wish they'd move over a bit. And since in Norfolk we all have to follow centre road. Right, I'm doing the hay now. That's the only chance I'm really going to get because of the rain we're having, and rather a lot of it. And Doc, Dirty Tractor Doctor, asked why I'm getting so much rain. Well, it's because I'm using a slightly modified Wales Geo. I cut the rain down very slightly, but I don't look like I cut it down enough. I didn't want the really cold winters that the Standard gives and a lot of the other Geos give. And I want a fairly standard timing for everything being ready. So I went to the Wales one. Let's just get everything ready. And I've got help again. It looks like I'm going to have help again from Alice. So if I start to you hear things being thrown on the floor, I'm going to be throwing Alice on the floor. No, not really. No, I wouldn't do that to her. I might swear at her a bit, but I wouldn't throw her on the floor. Now go away, Alice. Go on. Go on. Go on. She suddenly wanted to be a star again. Well, I think we might be going a little bit quick here, actually. No, don't look too bad. Right, what I'm going to do today is hopefully mow and Ted today in this episode. I might rake off screen. Depends how far we get today, because I might well rake off screen. And I might start the buying off screen. But I'm going to give you all a treat. I'm going to try my hand at manual bale work. Yes, I can see you all now. But then on your shopping list, buy popcorn. Because it could be a humdinger me manually handling bales. Oh. Slow it down a bit, that's better. I think 2. I think C is much probably a better bet for this. I've gone a bit too. D is taking a bit of a chance on the gears. This is an awkward one to actually work on because it's got that island in the centre. Would be a good one to try the modern course play out with its coding to miss islands in the fields. I don't think I'm going to. I think you want to drop. Oh no, you're still going up. Thought you might well want to drop one gear, but no. Well, if we can go at this sort of speed, it's not going to take long. Yeah, I tend to, on all my maps, I have different geos. I use on the South Norfolk maps, but I use Doc's own geo, which is available on PCSG. It's made for the Ukraine, and it works well, as you've seen. No, I hope you've seen, if you've seen the Norfolk knot from myself and from Doc. I ought to really try and level this off a bit, but you can't really. I'm going to do 2 laps and I want to start going up and down after a fashion. I'm going to try and sort some of this out. I ought to really look and see where we are. Not too bad. I'm going to try and do it without using any aids at all. Yes, I must be going even more senile. Just turning the volume down in my ears. I've got a bit too much tractor volume. It causes I to shout a bit, boy. And there's one thing I don't like on videos or on gaming videos is people shouting all the time, unless it's a battle game. People shouting on things like farm sims just seems somewhat strange. Oh, and I'm going to thank one of my subscribers. I'm not going to name him in case he doesn't want to be named, who actually gifted me a House Flipper, and I've been playing that quite a bit since I got it. It's not a bad little game, actually. It's good fun. Right, now this is where we start going up and down. Now I'm going to just tuck in fairly close to where we're done. We're going to do a lot of overcutting here. It's mainly so I've got a dead-ish straight line. Now I should be lifting the decks, but you know me, anything to make things easy for myself, but saves me having to mess about with the keys, guys. Haven't got round to putting a single button to lift front and rear decks up. Okay, well, frankly, I'll run out of buttons on the way. And you think this is bad? I'm even worse on the 15. I'm doubling up buttons on Old Ridge. Never enough buttons, and no, Disco, I don't want to get myself a button box. When I was setting up my model railway, I had enough of soldering. And that's what I used to do many years ago, a lot of the time at work. I worked as a motorcycle mechanic for about 9 years before the place of work went bust, and a lot of that was making control cables up. I got quite good at it, but soldering loses its appeal after a while for me. It's the Baker soldering fluid. I know you get multi-flux solder, but I'm old school, especially if I'm making cables. Multi-flux is no good for making control cables. You want solid stick solder. And you also want Baker soldering fluid. And that stuff stings your nose when you're using it. Right, anyway, that's enough of my past life for now. I'm going to probably come back to it. There was a lot of time to fill in on this. I think I'm one that quite often have a lot of long gaps, but I just do realise at the end of a video how long I've been actually yarning. Yarning is East Anglian for talk, by the way. Mardle is Norfolk for talk, and yeah, I was but one time I was trying to teach you all abroad Norfolk. Oh, and by the way, I think this to Chris. You might notice the grass texture changed. I've actually changed the texture over to another one. It's a 5-minute job basically. There's plenty of instructions on the net, so I'm not going to unless someone really wants me to do a how-to on it. You can change the textures on everything. It's not a long job, but I got fed up with not actually be able to see the cut piece and the swath easily. So I finally got round to doing something. Alright, just about halfway on this. And oh, I have to apologise to Stu. I think I made up for it since one or two of the videos I made since. But he complained about one video I made. I was driving too well and he had nothing to make a silly remark about. I'm very sorry, Stu. I will try not to let that happen again. I actually, I'm one of these people, when I make a video, I'm going to come down this side next time. We worry about that little bit at the end. I'm one of these people who believe that if you make the video, don't cut it when it's obvious that something's about to go wrong. If something's about to go wrong, let it. Ride with it. I'm no expert game player. As you can all see, I play as everybody else plays. I play to have fun. There is times, of course, when you're crashed for the third or fourth time in the episode, it's not so much fun, but hell, it gives you a lot of laugh. There's quite a slope on this field. You know it when you're going this way. Of course, this map is my more realistic map. I haven't got it on that many maps, but I have it on this one, which is why you won't see a lot of no equipment. I know there's a lot of more realistic conversions being done, and I just had a look on the website where they're all stored, and there's rather a lot I haven't looked at yet. I really ought to just in case I can get some fresh stuff in, fresh equipment in, but look at the money we've got on hand, we can't afford it anyway. I do like to play when I'm playing on a lot of the maps. Only spend the money we make, not keep magicking in money. I do on some maps. The Drifter I did, the Museum I will be, because the Museum is a special case. South Africa not, no, I have to earn every penny on that. If I want something, I have got to actually farm well enough to actually make the money to get it. Oh well, what we got? We're just about there. We just got those awkward bits in the middle. Now we can go back, get the tether. I think we're going to get it mown and tethered with 1/4 hour in. We go to 3/4 an hour. I know that one of my subscribers, Chris, won't worry if I go long. He likes long, and I have done a couple of short ones on the museum just lately. That's mainly because how it sort of fell. I didn't fancy going on for an hour and a half to do what I wanted to do, so I found it better to go to about 20 to 40 minutes, then stop, then come back again for another 20 to 40. But I will be trying to get back close to the hour again. Oh, one I've just done. Oh, it's something for the weekend on the Formula 1 game again, Motorsport Manager. Not Formula 1 game, but I'm playing a Formula 1 series on it. I know the latest update took over an hour. I thought I was going to get that done in about half an hour, but such is life. It's the fun we have when we're making videos, and am I going to miss everything? Just cut that a bit close. And do I want a big M on there? Yes, I do. I love a big M, and that should get more important when we get a field just for grass. No, whether we're actually going to make money before 19 come out, enough money to do that is another matter. I'm not the quickest of players. I'm trying to do a little bit off screen, but not a lot. I have so many other games I want to play. Motorsport Manager, other farm sim maps, especially Norfolk Not Extreme. House flipper now. Yes, and I can actually recommend it. It's early. I think it's another early access game. You do take a chance on early access. Will they actually get past the promise stage, or will they actually come out with something? Right, now what we're going to do here. So this bit I dislike this island in here, but I'm not going to get rid of it. I could probably take it into GE and get rid of it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go around in circles here. Comes fun when you're actually trying to Ted, mow, and then bile this. And yes, I am going on to biling for just about everything on this map. Oh, we've got to turn back now. Try and straighten this off a bit. If we miss a bit, that's not going to matter. Not going to be the end of the world. Yeah, I think that's off screen. I've done the one there, the old pig place. Mowing that just for silage. Because we're now in late spring, so we've got plenty of time as yet to get stuff together, but I'd like to get some more hay in before harvest comes, and it won't be that much longer before we start harvest. And I'm going to try and do everything on my Todd this year. I will be tabbing between vehicles, by the way. I'm not going to do Species, who's excellent at that, but he normally runs between them. Right, one bit left to do. What we miss here, I am not going to worry about. There we are. There's the last bit to do. This is not a very big bit, I don't think. You know, if I was any sort of driver at all, I'd just go round and round. It's oh dear, it's a lot less than I thought it. So we try and go up here. Like so. I know I'm not as good as Ducks All Eat. Well, I am, but I'm not. I don't want to show him up too much, so I'm not going to do that. I'll let him think he's good at stuff, and Duck's a great guy, by the way. We do have a few laughs at each other's expense. It's nothing either of us like more than to see the other one mess up on something. Shit. Yep, they're up right. Let's find my way out. This is good. This is always fun coming out of here. Well, keep your fingers crossed. And we'll let him past. I saw I let him pass. It actually looked good. It looked like I was letting him pass, but I didn't see him. Let's put it into road gear or road range. And we'll go and get the tedder, and I think we will TED. It'll be about a 40-minute episode. The only reason I'm getting a little bit because they're a bit long episodes, they take a long time to render. My poor CPU and GPU are working overtime whilst we're rendering that video. Whoa, that was close. Where do it run in the back there then? Trying to brake those. Let the tractor wander a bit. Whoa, there we are. Those who wanted to see accidents, there we are. We just run into the signpost. And I hope that isn't the traffic police in a RAF transport plane. Should really gear down before we get this close to home. That's the point. Let's just gear down. We'll get our dryer working overtime this year. Oh, one other thing I was meant to say about the having a lot of rain, of course, it does mean I don't have to fill up the water trough so much, because we're using the water trough mod. I haven't installed it correctly. I haven't got around to getting the particle system in right. No. Oh, there we are, missing it. I think on this one we have to undo it in situ. I think we'll find out anyway. Yeah, we do. Some of them you have to drop first, but if you try and drop that rear mark, if I remember correctly, it opens up. That's it. That's it. It's in the beam. Alright, now we have to drop this one before we can. No, but that. No, that's first. Oh, because I ain't got the weight on here. The weight, I think, is around by the cattle. I think that's where I left the. Or did I leave it up here? We are a bit short of hay bales. I still haven't filled the feed mix up. Oh, there is my my weight. Now we all know that I always miss this. Always get it completely wrong. Alright, Promulire. There's me. That looks a lot like me tedder. Okay, where's the rake? So I put all those together. Have a walk down here. Oh, there's me rake. So it should really be in the other shed, but I wonder if that's too tall to get in that other one. Must be a reason they put it round the corner. A very good reason, I should imagine, one of which has got lost and missed the time. Well, I'm actually meant to take the brake off. Oh, I haven't lifted that up yet. Right, we'll try that. See if we're close enough. Yes, we are. And we've got that in. Jolly good. Lift up off the ground. Look forward, take that off. Put it into 3. I think what we'd do, we'll just make a start on tedding, just do a couple of 3 passes. Now this is probably a stupid thing to do, but into top range at the moment. In fact, we will drop it down when we know I haven't got any traffic coming here at all. No one ever comes down this bit of road. They all know it's likely to meet me on the road. Funny how that stops people. But you can see the difference between the work speeds on here, which is up to C, and the road speed, which is D. I'm going to come out of a cab. Let's have a quick look. One coming that way. One coming down the hill, and because the speeds that OldBor set these to, I dare not just dash out. I've got a reputation to keep. Notwithstanding this post here road. Alright, as soon as we get there, as soon as we're maximum revs in C6, we're up the range. I do like the gearbox mod. You can make it as hard for yourself as easy, and I've made mine sort of easy. I just have to change between ranges on both these JCBs, both the 3000 series, which is 4 ranges there, or the big 8000 that has 2 ranges, work or road or transport they call it. Well, you can see now it's from, was it about 17 mile an hour. In C range we're up to maximum speed in this, which is around 40 mile an hour in D. These things are much too quick. Now, will that open up okay, or do we have to pull in a bit more? Oh, whoopee, we're okay. Now, I think we're going to take that down to... Now we'll try it on C. Oh, it would be a devil. I should really be doing this out of cab so I can actually see where I'm going. Oh, it's a lot. It's not as wide as I thought it was. So it looks like we want to, well, you would probably go 1 in. If we've got 3, it looks like we want to be on the centre one. Come on, let's hit save. That's a good boy. I'm saying that the save game is male, but it could be female. It's handy, whatever it is. As I have said before, it saved me a lot of heartache in the past. I know they say you should save regularly, but you get involved in the game, you try and remember to save regularly. I have played, I remember I think 15, before I put the Clods auto-save in there, and I was once playing for 3 hours and it crashed on me. And guess what? Guess who hadn't bothered to save once? Yeah, you're right, me. I gave you time just to think about it. Alright, now it's going to be fun again around that island. I may actually experiment and just see how well courseplay works on this system where it's meant to get around islands okay. But not today. It seems that every team that comes into courseplay adds something to it. But it's a very different team to the team that done 13, which is the first time I come across courseplay, and even the team that done 15. There's a lot of new faces came in at the end of 15, and that the ones taking it on again now. Which is why they just call themselves a courseplay team, because it changes regularly. You know, every 2 years there's a change of personnel, which I'm not surprised. I know on 15 they were getting a bit burnt out. Oh, let's just pick up this bit here. It's easy to get burnt out. I think anybody who makes videos will tell you that if you go too hard at it, it's easy to burn out. And I noticed I was creeped up again from only going to do 4 to now doing 5 videos a week again. But that's something for the weekend I consider quite different to my standard bread and butter stuff, which is farm sim. I'm just doing whatever I feel like on there. May not please you, my viewers, and I'm grateful to every one of you, but it helps me relax. Just one video a week where I'm not trying to think of a storyline. And incidentally, I'm going to cut down the number of storylines I'm doing. I'm going to play more conventional let's plays. But they will be long let's plays, as I enjoy going on and on and on, droning on all the time, as you probably know if you listen to me for any length of time. I don't like the 10 episodes and change map. I know why people do it. It's to keep them fresh and also to sharpen more maps. I'm afraid I'm not quite like that. I pick maps I think I'm going to want to play, and if I do want to play them, I keep playing them. I don't change maps very often. In the 17 time, then to Norfolk not, Blickling, Watts Farm twice, because I enjoy Watts Farm, it's great fun. Hoffman, or something like that, I can't remember. It's a continental map. Good map, but I had a few issues on there. What else? Oh, because we now got Whittle River Farm. So I don't play many maps. I have a lot of different maps on the go at any one time, but I don't keep chopping and changing. It's just me. Nothing wrong with chopping and changing all the time, by the way. I'm not trying to find fault with people who do it. Oh, a newbie farm. I clean forgot newbie. A newbie will be my... already decided that newbie will be my main farm for 19. And that will be a Let's Play series. Let's just have some fun. Let's see how well we can do. I really should start going up and down there, but because I've come in halfway through this bit. Oh well, I think we better actually let you good folks go. When you come back, hopefully we'll have this tethered and right, and possibly start to bale. I will probably finish baling on screen, especially as I use that multi-stack, Black Sheep Modding's multi-stack system. I think I should show that off a bit more. We'll just clean this little bit up and I'll do my what do you call it? Extra. You have intros as extras as getting out. Clean this bit up. I'll really lift that thing up when I've gone down here. I know I'll change this because I'm not quite so keen on sort of the yellow and that showing in it, but it does show up better than the grass that OldBor was using. With my eyesight, I find it harder and harder to see where I'd been and where I hadn't been, and mainly where the swarf was. Especially on grass, you don't actually let it get too high because you want, with seasons, you're trying to get 3 cuts in a year. Anyway, so I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber and would like a slightly different, i.e. odder look on things, take on things, how about subscribing? I do this 4 times a week plus something for the weekend. Now looks to be regular on a Saturday. And a no prize to anybody who guess where something for the weekend title came from. And I think you have to be a certain age to know it. And it's not a television or radio program for once. Any comments, questions, queries, or anything else, feel free to post them. I read everyone, I try and reply to everyone. And I think with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.